If you use it, you lose it. It doesn't have to be a complicated set of declarations. It can be just a practical set of communications to the Syrians saying,
is it possible
this is going to be our approach?
That as ISIL becomes a kind of, this force that it had become, with some appeal to people who have strong anti-West feelings, that they will have access to weapons we've never seen a terrorist organization have before?
Well, that's what I said earlier. It's both an army that's acquired.
But a lot of things they don't have now.
A lot of
and
weapons.
Capacities they don't have now.
Well, they will try to take everything they can in the region, and they have money, right? This is a well-funded organization, and they will try to buy on the black market additional kinds of weaponry, which is why the United States is correct in leading this effort to stop them, shrink them, and ultimately destroy them.
There was this perception, as ISIL came on strong, that the president had moved from being a reluctant warrior to commander-in-chief, that there had been, in his own thought processes, a very different frame of mind.
Because the threat had changed, and the threat had emerged, and the threat was against the states in the region, and the threat was ultimately against the United States. Against the United States in terms of allowing an organization to have this area to plot and plan and launch attacks, and to be a source of inspiration around the world, and to be the leading attractive force for jihadis. Charlie, the situation is not here. One thing I want to say with respect to ISIS. ISIS may not be the most threatening jihadi force or terrorist organization as against the United States. There are several levels to this, which in my judgment means that we have a higher threat level today from terrorism.
You mean like Khorasan on the one hand, or al-Nusra on the other?
That's one. I would go through several layers. It'll take me 30 seconds. You have ISIS, obviously, which we talked about. You have AQAP, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, which now Yemen, based in Yemen. Yemen is in a chaotic state right now in a civil war. AQAP is an organization that has shown the intention, and indeed has tried several times to attack the West and the United States, including its aviation industry. You have the other groups, Nusra and Khorasan in Syria, which are Al-Qaeda associated groups who have an intention to attack the West. You have various groups in North Africa, and you have individuals and smaller groups of people around the world inspired by these groups. So in my judgment, the terrorist threat, not necessarily the kind of complex 9/11 kind of threat to the United States, complex mass casualty, but the threat of multiple smaller group or individual threats is against the United States and the West, and my judgment has gone up.
Do you have any reason to believe that, with respect to what is happening in Iran now, and